Hey guys, this is Andreas from Pocketables.com, and this is going to be a quick video demonstration of the Satechi smart Bluetooth pointer or remote or whatever it's called. So this is, as far as I know, the first and only presentation remote that actually works on iOS, not counting what you can do if your device is jailbroken, which mine happens to be. But this doesn't require a jailbreak. Instead, it uses a trick with accessibility mode to work. So I have written a review of this device on Pocketables.com, which includes everything this can do, from working on a Windows computer and things like that. But in this video, I'm just going to show you how the iOS portion works. So right now, this is on and it's paired and it's set to multimedia mode. You can see this switch on the side, which has presentation mode, multimedia mode, and accessibility mode. And the top two ones work on iOS and the bottom two on a computer. So right now this works as a media remote, so I can click play to start playing music, control the volume and things like that. I can also hold down the home button to activate Siri. This button, which normally activates the laser pointer, will now turn off the screen. And if I go into the camera, which won't actually display anything pointing down, but the volume button will actually take a picture. And the mute button will, well, mute it. But if I switch it to accessibility mode, it actually can control iOS's built-in accessibility features. And the way this works is that you set it up to be activated with a triple click on the home button.
Voiceover on, camera, landscape.
And then you can see this box that appeared around the camera icon, which allows you to basically browse the OS like this. So you can hear the voiceover, which is really annoying, which is why the mute button actually lets you turn that off while in this mode. Because accessibility mode is made to make the whole thing easier to use for someone who can't see the screen, which is why it's there. But just turning it off like this means you can basically navigate the OS using the remote. However, the main reason why you would want this is to actually go into something like Keynote. And of course you can just turn this off and actually control this normally like you would with touch. I just activated it before I actually went into the app to show you how you can use it to navigate the UI. But if I just turn it back on,
voiceover on, selected, speech off,
and then mute it again, you can also, of course, mute your entire device if you don't want this to keep talking when you turn it on. But this mute feature, in this particular case, only turns off voiceover and nothing else. So this is just a test presentation from Adobe that I found online. If I go into the presentation mode and just run it, the remote will now work to control the presentation, which is what you would like it to do. And instead of turning off the screen, this button now actually activates this laser pointer, which is reflected in the display, but you can see that it has this laser pointer. So this allows you to actually walk around the room, because this uses Bluetooth, so there's no line of sight. The range is quite good, so you can just walk around the room and actually control your PowerPoint or Keynote presentation, I guess I should say, using the remote. And like I said, this is possible if you're jailbroken, but this is the first, and if I'm not mistaken, only way you can do it on a non-broken device. And also this has features that you wouldn't get on jailbreak, such as being able to control the UI from the same device and the laser pointer. So yeah, that's basically how it works. You can move forward and backwards. And for those of you not familiar with Keynote on iOS, it's actually quite powerful, because if you connect it to an external display, you get this dual screen mode, true dual screen mode, where the external display will show your slides and the iPad will show your notes, next slide, previous slide, all the slides. You can basically configure it however you want. So with this remote and keynote, I actually think the iPad is quite a powerful presentation tool. And it's not any harder than that. When you're done using it, you just turn off accessibility mode, and then your iPad is basically unharmed. Then you come home, you flip a single switch, and then you suddenly have your media remote. And then if you have a PC, pair it to that, flip the switch down, and you can use this to control PowerPoint and Keynote on that. So that's the basic iOS functionality of this device. It's really a cool device, and I think they packed a lot of features into a small package. It's currently selling for $45. The MSRP is $60. I think it's worth any of those prices, because this is really your only option on iOS unless you jailbreak your device. And what's good about it is that it's not something you buy and then you're stuck using it only on your iOS device. You can use this as a media remote, you can use it for your PC or Mac. So it's basically one of those tools you buy and then you use for years to come, even if you leave iOS behind. So make sure to check out my full review over at Pocketables.com, including links to where you can buy this. Thank you for watching.